I've had quite a few inquiries about my light table, so I thought we could take a minute and just look at it. I did draw up, let's see if I can grab this, here we go, some plans as to what the measurements and everything are. So we'll kind of take a look. So this drawing I will go ahead and post on the website, just if you'd like to reference that. But I thought I'd go ahead and tell you the whole story about this light table. I really love it because it gives me an 18 by 22 working surface. So it's a lot bigger than a lot of the ones you can buy in the store. They're substantially smaller. So we'll start with the glass, I guess. I'm back. So we'll start with the glass. It is, let's see, and I'm going to look at my measurements here so I can see what I have. It is an 18, let's see, where is the glass? By 21.5 by 3/16 thick piece of glass. So sorry if the camera was a little weird there. I was looking at my measurements. And so it's actually pretty dark. The reason being, my grandfather made this light table for me, and this piece of glass was actually the front sheet of glass from an old television set. So that tells you how old it is, because it was back in the days when the televisions actually had flat glass in the front, and the corners are cut at an angle, and then all the edges are beveled so that it's smooth, and it's a dark smoky gray color. So if you're building one, I would recommend, of course, using clear. Your light is going to come through a lot better, but it's just what my grandfather actually had in his shop. So that's what the piece of glass is. So we'll get that out of the way. Here we go, and there we go. We'll set that down out of the way. Then we'll go ahead and take a look at the box. Now, years and years ago, I covered it with contact paper, so that's what it's covered with. But the measurements give you that 22 by 18 working surface, and the corners are put together. Let me find one where the papers come around. I'll put my finger in there. But it's, I think they're tongue and grooved together, just like in a kitchen drawer. And then they have, let's see, get my camera to focus. They have a groove right here that's on the edge, on the inside edge. That's what the glass sits on. There we go. And then the legs are just a peg of wood. It's 1 inch by 1 inch by 9 inches long. So that's just inset into the corner. Then there's a 3.5 inch by 1/2 inch board that goes across the length in the center with an 18.5 inch shop light. And so then I just have to, undo the cord and go ahead and hang, plug it into something. And so, yeah, so it just kind of sits, and the glass piece fits in it. Then he put this cute little kitchen drawer handle on the end so that it makes it easy to carry. So I can just port it around and put it wherever I want. And then the back, there we go, looks like this. So that's where the little, just lay it down, yes. So there's bolts down here where the shop light is bolted on. I would say if you're going to build one to maybe saw these off, and because a lot of times if I'm working with this and I have it on my lap, I have to be careful that I'm not poking these into my leg. So, but yeah, so it's just a frame that will hold my piece of glass, and then I turn the light on and I can trace things and see through my work. So anyway, I thought that might be kind of fun for a little snippet to just kind of give you a tour of this little guy. And that way, if you want to try building one, you can take a stab at it. The other thing you might consider is if you have an old kitchen drawer, from, I don't know, maybe a thrift store or antique. Well, not antique, because you don't want to pay a lot of money for something you're just going to use for another project. But you know how you can go to little thrift stores and find furniture and odds and ends, and take that kitchen drawer, just take the bottom out, or even leave the bottom in. That would give you something to which you could bolt your light. And then if you simply inset a little board inside the drawer to give you that lip that you'll need to hold your glass, that would be another way you could build one. I've also seen, and I'll go ahead and maybe I'll draw a quick sketch and put it here. I've seen people that use an actual frame, like for a picture frame, and they kind of wire it up and then have a light, like a light bulb stand behind it, or a lamp behind it that you could use, because you just use the glass in the picture frame. So anyway, that's my light table, and I will go ahead and post the plans, which is a rough sketch, on the website. So if you want to download that and have the measurements, then you are very welcome to do so. So there you go. Hope that's helpful to anyone who's planning on building a light box, and hope you'll get all the years and years and years of use out of it that I've gotten out of mine. Talk to you later. Bye.